Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today it's going to start our week-long series on 10 ways to use junk mail envelopes in your journals. So each day we're going to have a different video that will show you a different way to use junk mail envelopes and even junk mail. We'll throw in some regular junk mail in there too, to create beautiful items for your junk journals or for your journals, even mini albums, whatever you make. Now these are some envelopes that was sent to me by one of you guys, but I have tons on my own. We all get junk mail. So we may do two in one day. We may do two projects. I don't know. It's going to depend on how many pop in my head. Right now I've got, I think, 10, but who knows? We may throw a couple in each day. So watch this series. It'll start on today, which is the 24th, and it will run all the way through, I believe, the 2nd of November. So October the 24th through the 2nd of November. Watch for this series, and I will be posting it up everywhere for you to make sure that you get in on that. Also, make sure that you subscribe and click that bell if you want to be notified. That way, every time I put up a video, it'll notify you that I have a new video up, and you can go over and watch it. Okay, what I did was I flipped through here trying to find an envelope that had a double window. Now, this was challenging because I found a couple that had a double window, but not any that had two the same size. I finally found this one. It was torn up a little bit, but I think I can use it. What we're going to make is this. Now, this was sent to me by Katie, and I know I mentioned her plenty of times. She does not have a YouTube. She does not have an Etsy store. She sent me Happy Mail, so this is from her Happy Mail. She made this for me. It is from a junk mail envelope, as you can see, American Red Cross, and it has two tags that pull out this way. I thought this was absolutely ingenious, and I had to show you guys, I think, how to make it. Now, I'm not sure that I'll make it exactly like she did, but I'm going to do my version of this. Now, I don't have this die. I have some dies, but I don't have this one, so I don't know what we'll put up through here. I think that's very pretty, but we'll just come up with something to put there. So I have my envelope here. Now I cut the bottom part of it off. So the first thing I think that we need to do, see, mine is kind of torn. We need to cover this inside because she has the inside of hers covered, where when you pull that out, you still see some pretty paper. So I'm going to go ahead and cover this, and I'm going to bring it all the way over and straight down, even though I don't have any more here. So let me set those aside. And let's see, I need to decide, I guess, what paper I'm going to use. That would probably be a really good thing. Okay, I think I'm going to use I want to use some of that to make this creation with. I will put her Etsy shop below. She has an Etsy store, and I just purchased this. I don't even remember the name of it, but I purchased it a little while ago. And I think I'll use this. It's fall-ish, but it's not too bright with fall, if you know what I mean. Now the first thing I'm going to do is, of course, tear off these white edges. And let's see. Okay, now I think I'm going to use this side. Yeah, I think I'll do this right here. So I'm just going to get my pencil, wherever my pencil might be. And we'll mark that. And then I'm just going to tear up through there. Okay. And we'll see if we've got this somewhat near right, and I think I do. Like I said, I'm gonna make sure that it comes straight on down so that it'll cover all of that, but it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, because as you can see, you're not gonna see everything. So we'll tear it off right there. Now we want to put that down right there, so when this is closed up, that's what you'll see. So I like that. You don't want to put it too close to your fold, of course. If you do, then you're going to run into some problems when you start folding it. So I'm going to put my glue down through here. Put it on the envelope because I don't have enough real estate right here to put it on the paper and glue it down. I remembered, yay! Okay, let's see. I think I'll put it this way. Maybe some of that orange flower will show. Okay. Let me pull it out a little bit. Don't want to get too close there. There we go. Okay, press that in. And now when that closes, that's what you'll see. Now what we're going to have to do is glue this. Even though this is torn, we're going to need to glue that together. And I'm going to have to be very, very careful gluing it so that I don't glue my pocket together. Let's see. I'm thinking. My brain is running. I'm trying to think of how I need to do this. Yeah, okay. We're going to have to glue this little piece down. So just put some glue on that. Then, let's see if she wrapped it around. Nope. Okay. Alright, let's close this little guy up. There we go. Got him closed. And now I'm going to wrap this around and just put glue here so that I make sure that I don't close my pocket. And I'm hoping this envelope's going to work even though it's torn, because this is the only one I have that has a double window in it. Maybe so. Okay. That looks like it's holding down pretty well. And even though I've got a tiny little tear there, I'm not going to be concerned about that. Now the top and the bottom is closed, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. Just going to put a little bead of glue right along the top as close as I can to close that up, because we want the full length of our pockets here. Now we need to open these sides up. Now you could have, while this was open, you could have traced this if you wanted to, I guess, and figured out how to put your paper down without having any seams like she has. I'm not really going to concern myself with that. I don't mind just collaging it. So I think that would have given me a headache if I'd have tried to do that. I'm glad she was able to, but I don't think I would be able to. Not with this plastic in there, and I don't want to take that plastic out, so we're just going to go this route. Now, I just trimmed off a hair of that just to open that up. So there we go. We've got that open, and we've got this side open. Now, she glued it together right here in the middle because her tags will only go so far, so I know it's glued there. Now, I'm not going to glue every inch of it, but I'm just going to put a little glue down the middle. Now, you could have done this before you glued that side together, but I didn't really know exactly where I wanted to glue this. So I'm just going to make sure that I get that glue pretty even, because I don't want to have to trim off things. Okay, so this tag of course will be smaller than this tag, and that's okay. We got a little pocket there. Oops. And a little pocket here, so that's okay. Now we're going to collage this, and I'm just going to make sure that I have the top and the bottom. I'm going to put, I don't know what this was, that 7 was on there for, but I'm going to put T right there so that I'll know this is my top. I won't flip this thing upside down. Righty, now what we need to do is just put some pretty paper on the outside of this, and I'm going to use this paper, and I'm just going to tear some pieces. I think that's all that we need to do. Okay, so that should go right there. I'm going to go ahead and close my glue up just until I get ready to start gluing. So that piece should go there, and then I'm just going to come to this side and do this piece right here. I'm just marking it with my pencil. Okay, so there's a piece for that side, this side, and then I need a piece for the middle. And I think again we'll go with this. Trim that little piece off there. And I find if I put it on my grid, sometimes I can do a little bit better job of tearing. Now, not always, but sometimes. Okay, and then we need, let's see, how we're going to do the top. I'm thinking about this one. How shall we do the top? I think I might pull that piece down like that. Or up like that. Yeah, I think I want that orange in there. And then just put a piece across for the top and the bottom. Oh, I tore that so crooked right there. I'm gonna, okay. We'll just do it that way. Sides. And I think for across the top I'll use this. And I'm just gonna tear a piece. About like that. If it's too tall, I can always trim it off. That's not a big deal. Alright, I think I'm going to start inking this and gluing these pieces down and see what we have. Now I'm going to glue my top and bottom down first, just so that I can figure out exactly how I want to do the sides. So that will go across there. I'm going to pull it back to me just a little bit so I can tell what I'm doing here. Maybe what I'm doing. Okay, that works. And see, I can trim that little bit off when I finish. That's not a problem. Or I could just fold it around, I guess. I think I'll just trim it when I finish. And then this one is going to go across the bottom. See, this doesn't hurt my brain as much as trying to cut that window out and get all of that correct does. That would hurt my brain. Okay, oops. Need to put that up just a little bit. There we go. Okay, now for these, for the side pieces, I'm just going to come straight on top of it. And I'm not going to ink right up here at the top, that part or this part, so that it'll look more uniform. If you ink it, you're going to be able to tell that you've got it pieced. But if you don't ink it, it'll look a little bit more uniform. So we're just going to go that route, I think. So no ink right there. No ink up there. We can ink the bottom and the other side without a problem. And then that will glue right there. Ooh, I knew I was going to drop that. I couldn't get a hold of it. All right, so there's that piece. Put these pieces back over so I don't get everything all mixed up. And then the same here. I'm going to put a little mark there and there where I need to stop my inking. Because on this one I inked a little bit too far down. Okay, and put that down right there. So there is that covered. Now I'm going to go ahead and trim off just the little edges here. Okay, then we're going to go around all of it and ink again, and that will kind of bring everything together. Okay, now I don't mind that. We do need to put that little piece in the middle. I almost forgot that, didn't I? That piece right there. And I am going to ink on both sides of it. Okay, so there is ours. Now she did cut a little bitty pull out on each side of these, so I'm going to try to do that now. Little tiny one. And I'm going to have to go in this way. I knew that, but I was trying my best to get out of it. Well, I cut a bigger, much bigger piece than what she did, but we're going to go with it. So let's see if we can cut this one and make it a little bit better. It's hard to judge when you don't see your punch. And I know somebody's going to say, well, you can always look at your punch and figure it out, but you know. There we go. Well, look what, how teeny tiny. Okay. I just don't want to go too deep. There we go. That'll work. It's not a problem. I have found out that ink and bling covers up lots of different things. Okay, we have those in there. Now mine are not completely even across as hers are, but this gives you an idea, and you can spend much more time doing this than me, but I think it will work anyway. All right, I am going to see if her tags fit in mine. I think mine's a little bit shorter, and if, yeah, hers are a little, hers is a little bit taller, I think. So I'm not going to, I can't use them for templates per se, but I can use them a little bit to cut out what I need. All right, let's see. What are we going to use? I think we can use a piece of this. I'm going to cut mine a little narrower too, because I think I might have glued mine a little bit more shut than she did. I am cutting this one at about 1 3/4. And then, let's see, I don't know how tall. Let's see if that works. Okay, if this works, I'm cutting it at 5 1/4, but I don't know. You'll have to measure yours, because there's no telling if yours is going to be the same as mine. Okay. Okay, that one fits perfect in that side, so we're good with that. Now we need to cut one for this side. So let's see. How big do we need that? Just going to grab another scrap of paper, because I'm going to cover these anyway, so just grabbing another scrap. And this is just cardstock, so. Okay, let me find her other tag. This is her other one. Let's see how wide that is. So this is a little over 2 inches, just a tiny bit over 2 inches. And then I need to cut it the same length as I did this one. Now let's make sure that it fits in there before we do any decorating or anything. Okay, looks like that one's going to fit in there just fine. So not a problem with that. Now, I did open up a little piece right here that I didn't mean to, so I need to close that back. Alright, now we can decorate these. Let me put hers back over there so I don't get them mixed. Well, I won't get them mixed up because I can see how pretty hers are. Now, we're going to put some paper on these, and I can put this on there, which would be fine. I think she kind of used the same paper, so I think I'll just go ahead and cover it with this. That will work. And like I said, this is just cardstock, and it makes good tags for something like this, because it's not real thick, but it's thick enough to hold your tag up. Now she rounded the corners, and I'll round mine after I get it covered. I'm going to go ahead and just use my scissors to trim it. Alright, I think that's nice and thick, and you can write on the back of that. And then on this one, I think we'll try to bring in a little bit of that blue on there, so that's what we'll put on this one. So basically it takes a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper to do this. Now, she didn't cover the back because I'm sure it gets glued down into a journal. And I'm not going to cover the back because I'm going to glue it down in the journal. But you could cover the back if you want to use it some other way. I think I'm going through puberty. My voice is cracking today. Alrighty. So that is done. Now, we need to round the corners. Okay. Now, I think I will ink, and then we'll put a pull on these. Now, you could also stitch these. I'm not going to because they're kind of small. And stitching would, you know, interfere with you being able to write on the back. But you can stitch these if you want. Okay, now, let's make sure that I've got this. Let's see, that's going to be the right way up, and that's the right way up. So I want to put a little pull on either side, and she sent me some of her little tiny pulls, so I'm going to use some of those. I can't remember if she said that these were from, okay, I don't remember if she said these were from a punch or a die cut. I can't remember, but they're super pretty. So I think that one will go there, and we'll pull in a little bit of blue over here. But these are very, very cute, and they're great for smaller items like this. Now we'll ink these up, we'll glue this on, and hope and pray that these fit. Oh, I need to see where my, yeah, that'll work right there. See where my little opening is. Okay, then on this one, we'll put this one down. Now, let's see if they fit. Hopefully they will. Okay, that works fine. Not a problem with that. And make sure that we get this one in there. Whoops. I think I put my little pull way too low. Hold on, let's see if I can salvage that. Oh my goodness, just. That glue was almost stuck too much. Okay, got it on there. So there's that one and that one. Cute. I love these. Pull the little tag out. Alright, now let's see what we might have that we could do a little embellishing on here. Now she put a little doily here, a little tag, and then this flower and a little piece up here. Now I have some of the doilies that she sent me, and I have a little one. Like I said, I wasn't going to use these, but she did tell me she would send me more. And yes, I offered to pay her, and hopefully she will let me. I hope. So I think I'm going to put that one there, and I don't know that I'm going to cut it off. I thought about cutting it off, but it's not going to be that much left, so I may just put it all the way on there like that, and then just wrap those little pieces around at the bottom. I don't know. Let me see what I might do. Maybe I'll just cut a little piece off, and then we can still use that little tiny piece somewhere else. Okay. Put that there, but I'm going to ink it a little bit. Okay. Got that on, and now we need a little label. Let's see what we have in here first. I don't think any of these are going to work. Let's see what label we might have in here that looks similar to that. It doesn't have to be exact. I may put this one down. It doesn't really have any writing on there, but I think we can solve that. Oh, I think I'll put this on there. Now this is actually from Hello Susan, and it's a little like hang-me-down thing that you can punch a hole in, but I'm going to use this, I think. And I'll use that little piece somewhere else. I think I'm going to use that there because it actually has some of the same colors in it. I'm going to go ahead and chop off these corners a little bit. And I don't want to cut the little bird off, so I think I'll leave him there. And we will ink this up though. I have been looking for a place to use these. I used some of them in making little dangles, but I had some of these left. Oh yeah, I like that. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I like the looks of that. Now, isn't it amazing how this matches this? This paper is from My Porch Prints. I don't know if I said that earlier. I might have said it after Midnight Designs. This is My Porch Prints, and then this is Hello Susan, and they match. Now we need a little number right here of some kind. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut this Tim Holtz little piece up. And of course, I'll save that little guy. This is a little bingo card out of some Tim Holtz ephemera. And I'm going to use him. I don't know if that's what she used or not, but it looks like it. Yeah, it's almost the same numbers. I start to say it is the same numbers, but it's not. It starts off the same. Hers says 15, 18, 45. Mine says 15, 18, 34. So, all right, we'll put that right there. All right, and now we need something to go up through there. So let's see. Let me look and see what I have. Okay, I have this piece out of the Tim Holtz Botanicals, and I know it's supposed to go like this or like this, but I will never ever use it that way. So I'm thinking first off, I'm going to cut this little bottom off here. Put that right up through there. Then I'm going to cut this little curve off. Okay. And that is going to go up through there, but I want it to go a little bit taller, so I think I'll come back in with maybe a piece of this. Let me think. let's cut this piece off. So just cut up those little pieces if you can't use them. Just cut them up and put them on there. Okay. So if we go up through there, yeah, I think that'll work. Just bits and pieces, but that's what we're going to put down. Now I'm going to go ahead and ink around it because it has that white around the edges. And then we'll start gluing. I didn't want anything to cover up our tags, so I didn't want this on there as it was curved. So this is the route we're going to take. We'll see what happens. I think it's going to look okay. We're going to stick that right up under there. And then this little piece we'll put right we'll stick it up under there and just bring it across a little bit, and that'll fill in that little gap there. There we go. Okay. Okay, it still looks like a vine, but a straight vine instead of that curvy vine. So that's what we did with that. Now if I had a blue looking flower, I could put a big one up here, but I think that's going to be fine. I'm not going to concern myself with that. So we have a tag on this side that you can journal on, and a tag on this side that you can journal on. And then there is our little pocket. We can glue it down on 3 sides and have another tuck in behind there. And this is hers right here. This is Katie's. Okay. That back in there like that. So there you go. All right, that is number 1 in our series this week. Now, as I said, there will be a video every day, and some days you may get 2 depending on how many I can get made and how many I can think of. But this will be a series on using junk mail envelopes or junk mail to create beautiful items for your junk journals or for your journals. Alright guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye bye.